Alex had always thought moving to a new city would be simple. Packing boxes, catching a shuttle, and stepping into a new apartment seemed straightforward enough. But nothing could have prepared Alex for the roommate situation waiting on the other side of the door. The building looked normal. Sleek metallic walls, humming lights, and an elevator that silently glided between floors. Yet, as Alex stepped into the apartment hallway, a strange feeling settled in the pit of their stomach. A mixture of excitement and unease. Today was the day everything would change. The apartment door slid open with a soft hiss. "Welcome," the landlord's voice echoed from behind. A small hovering drone followed them, carrying a few of Alex's boxes inside. "Thanks," Alex said, glancing around. The apartment was surprisingly roomy, with smooth floors that reflected the light like glass and large windows that showed a bustling cityscape of starships and alien architecture. It was beautiful, but Alex couldn't shake the feeling that the place held secrets waiting to be discovered. "And your new roommate is already here?" the landlord continued, stepping aside with a smile. "Say hello to Ziri." Alex froze. The door to the living room opened slowly, and out stepped something unlike anything Alex had ever seen. Ziri, if that was their name, was tall, taller than most humans, with skin that shimmered softly in a pattern that seemed to move like liquid light. Their eyes were large, reflective, and golden, as if they could see every thought before it formed. And their limbs were elegant, but slightly different, hinting at a physiology completely alien. "Hello," Ziri said, voice calm and melodic. But then, in a way that made Alex's stomach flip, they added, "You are mine now." Alex blinked. "Excuse me?" "You heard me," Ziri said, tilting their head in a way that felt both curious and intense. "From this moment, you are mine." Alex laughed nervously, thinking it must be a joke. "Right. Okay. Good to meet you." Ziri smiled, if it could be called a smile. "Yes. Good to meet you. I am pleased we share this space." The landlord gave Alex a knowing look. "Don't worry, Ziri is friendly. That claiming thing, it's just their way of showing trust." Alex's mind spun. "Trust? That sounds intense." The landlord chuckled. "Humans and aliens often misunderstand each other. You'll get used to it. Most humans do." When the landlord finally left, Alex and Ziri were alone. The silence that followed was heavy but not uncomfortable. Ziri tilted their head slightly, eyes studying Alex with gentle intensity. "So, you really mean mine?" Alex asked, trying to sound casual. "Yes," Ziri replied simply. "It is an instinct. Protective, not ownership in the way humans think." Alex frowned, feeling both uneasy and strangely safe. "Protective? Okay, I think I can live with that." For the next hour, they unpacked in an awkward but curious rhythm. Ziri did not touch anything that belonged to Alex but observed closely, occasionally extending a delicate hand to adjust something perfectly, almost like the apartment was alive and responding to their touch. "I've never met an alien roommate before," Alex admitted, breaking the silence as they placed books on a shelf. Ziri nodded slowly. "And I have never lived with a human. Your species is fascinating, unpredictable, clever, resilient." Alex blinked at the compliment, unsure whether to feel flattered or cautious. "Well, thanks, I guess. I try to be both clever and resilient when possible." Ziri's reflective eyes seemed to shimmer with amusement. "You do more than try. You adapt. I notice this." It was an observation Alex had never heard before, and somehow it made the human feel a little proud. They had always been told humans were fragile compared to other species, but here was an alien recognizing something special. The rest of the evening passed in quiet exploration. Ziri showed small talents that fascinated Alex, subtle manipulation of light to make the apartment warmer, a soft hum that seemed to calm the nervous shuttlebirds outside, and the ability to predict exactly where a dropped item would land. Alex realized that Ziri's claiming was less about possession and more about creating a bond, a sense of shared space and protection. When it was time to eat, Alex prepared something simple, nutrient paste and fruit slices, while Ziri observed, tilting their head in curiosity. "I have never tasted this before," Ziri said, sniffing the plate. "You might like it," Alex said cautiously, handing over a small portion. Ziri's glowing fingers hovered just above the food, and then a tiny spark of energy lifted it gently into their mouth. They chewed slowly, eyes closing in what Alex assumed was pleasure. "Interesting. Your species' food is diverse in flavor and texture. It satisfies more than just physical hunger." Alex laughed, feeling more relaxed. "Well, I guess humans have a few things right." As the night deepened, the city lights outside cast shifting reflections across the apartment walls. Alex sat on the couch trying to absorb everything, the alien roommate, the strange abilities, the protective instinct that was oddly comforting. "You will sleep soon," Ziri said softly, standing near the window. "I will watch. Ensure your safety." Alex froze. "Watch? From here?" "Yes. Always. You are mine." Alex chuckled nervously, feeling the tension in their body ease slightly. "You're very serious about that claim of yours?" Ziri tilted their head. "Yes. Serious, but not oppressive. I observe, protect, assist. Humans underestimate themselves. I do not." Alex couldn't help but feel a spark of pride at that. Maybe this alien roommate, with all their strange ways and glowing eyes, was here to teach something important. Maybe humans really were special in ways that even aliens could see. Eventually, Alex lay down on the bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering what the future would hold. Ziri remained near the window, a glowing silhouette against the city lights, their presence oddly reassuring. For the first time in a long while, Alex felt a sense of adventure. Life had changed in ways they had never imagined, and somehow they were ready. Tomorrow would be another day of learning each other, of exploring the boundaries of human and alien coexistence. But tonight, Alex slept with a sense of curiosity and safety, knowing that being claimed by Ziri was not frightening. It was the beginning of something extraordinary. The first day had been strange, yes, even overwhelming. But there was a thrill in the unknown, a spark that promised the start of a journey unlike any Alex had experienced before. And as the city hummed outside, and Ziri's soft, shimmering light filled the apartment, Alex realized that maybe, just maybe humans really could shine in ways the universe had not yet imagined. And so ended day one, a day of first meetings, first impressions, and first understanding that sometimes being claimed was not about ownership, but about recognition, protection, and a promise that something extraordinary was beginning. The morning sunlight poured through the large windows of the apartment, reflecting off the sleek metallic walls and the shimmer of Ziri's skin. Alex woke with a strange mixture of excitement and nervousness. Today would be their first full day living with Ziri, and there was so much they wanted to understand. Ziri was already awake, standing near the window. Their golden eyes glimmered as they watched the city below. When Alex stretched and yawned, Ziri turned, their expression calm but full of curiosity. "Good morning," Alex said, rubbing their eyes. "Sleep well?" Ziri tilted their head slightly. "I do not sleep as humans do. I remain in a state of rest while observing my surroundings. It allows me to protect and learn." "You were peaceful." Alex blinked. "I guess that counts as good." "Sleep, you don't sleep?" "Not in the same way. I need cycles of rest, but I do not require unconsciousness. My awareness remains. Your species is fascinating, vulnerable yet clever." Alex laughed softly. "Thanks, I think. I never thought of humans as clever until now." They moved into the kitchen together. Alex began preparing breakfast. Simple fruit slices, nutrient paste, and a hot drink. Ziri watched with quiet interest, their glowing skin changing shades with every movement, almost like ripples on water. "You do not eat like me," Ziri said, tilting their head. I require energy from light and small particles in the air. But your food, it is nourishing for your body. And comforting. Alex handed Ziri a small piece of fruit, unsure what to expect. Ziri extended a glowing finger, and with a faint shimmer the fruit hovered gently before dissolving into a soft light that entered Ziri's mouth. They nodded slightly, eyes closing in what seemed like appreciation. It is interesting, Ziri said. Your food satisfies more than physical need. It seems connected to emotion. Humans have layers I do not experience naturally. Alex smiled. Yeah, we like comfort in our meals. Makes life a little brighter. Ziri's eyes focused on Alex with what felt like admiration. You are adaptable, quick to act. I notice patterns in your behavior. It is unusual for your species to demonstrate such instinctive creativity. Alex felt a flush of pride. The alien's words were strange but flattering. Instinctive creativity, huh? I guess humans have to survive in weird ways. You're noticing that? Ziri nodded. Yes, many species underestimate humans. They are strong in unexpected ways. Adaptable, courageous, clever. You are an example. Alex laughed softly, shaking their head. You really like humans, don't you? Ziri's eyes glimmered. I do not like or dislike in your way. I recognize value. You are valuable. I claimed you not for possession, but for protection and observation. We will learn from each other. The morning passed with small discoveries. Alex showed Ziri basic human routines. Brushing teeth, making the bed, simple stretching exercises. Ziri mimicked some motions, though their physiology was different and moved with an elegance Alex could never match. I notice your species often repeats patterns, Ziri said thoughtfully. It is efficient but sometimes illogical. Your habits have emotion built into them. Alex grinned. Yeah, we like routines. Makes life feel steady, even when things get crazy. Ziri's glowing skin shifted to a soft teal color. I find your routines comforting. They reveal patterns, emotions, priorities. It is enlightening. Later, Alex attempted to teach Ziri something simple: how to make a human cup of tea. Ziri observed silently, their eyes glimmering with golden light as Alex carefully boiled water and added the leaves. When the tea was ready, Ziri touched the cup, and with a subtle pulse of energy, the liquid seemed to adjust to the perfect temperature. You modify your environment with intention, Alex said, astonished. I think that's a skill even. Humans don't fully understand. Ziri's gaze softened. Your species is creative in ways other species cannot predict. I learned from this. I also protect you because you are remarkable. By afternoon, Alex noticed other small abilities Ziri possessed. They could sense emotions without a word spoken, predicting when Alex was frustrated or anxious. They could manipulate light and small objects with gestures, almost like magic but scientific in nature. At first, Alex had felt uneasy about Ziri's claim. But now, observing their quiet care, a feeling of safety began to grow. Ziri was not controlling. Ziri was observant, supportive, and protective in subtle, fascinating ways. You could probably fix anything in this apartment without touching it, Alex joked, pointing at a slightly crooked picture frame. Ziri extended a hand, fingers glowing softly. The frame hovered gently, rotating until it hung perfectly straight. Your observation is correct, Ziri said calmly. I adapt to your environment. It is necessary to maintain harmony. This is also part of claim. Alex laughed, shaking their head. Harmony, huh? That's one way to put it. I guess having an alien roommate isn't so bad. Ziri tilted their head, their skin pulsing softly. You adapt quickly. Humans are underestimated for this reason. You survive by thinking differently, by finding solutions that others do not anticipate. That is valuable. Curiosity bubbled in Alex. You really think humans are underestimated? Yes, Ziri said, their voice calm but firm. We see humans across many worlds. They are fragile physically, but clever in ways few notice. You think quickly. You feel deeply. You create solutions that surpass expectation. This is why I claimed you. Not for control, but for learning and protection. Alex felt a warmth spread, inside, not from Ziri's glow, but from the realization that their small everyday skills mattered in a universe much larger than Earth. Evening arrived, and Alex decided to test Ziri's patience. Okay, Alex said with a grin. Let's see how well you understand humans. Can you make the simplest human comfort thing? A cup of tea with laughter. Ziri's eyes gleamed with faint amusement. You are illogical in your request, yet I will attempt. Laughter is an emotional expression. It does not affect physical properties. Tea? Yes. Alex watched in fascination as Ziri prepared the tea perfectly, then mimicked human laughter in a soft, melodic way. Alex laughed too, and it echoed through the apartment. Simple, shared, and oddly bonding. By nightfall, Alex realized that living with Ziri was more than a challenge. It was a lesson. Every action, every movement, every word from Ziri seemed to teach something new about themselves, about humans, and about the way life could be lived differently in a vast universe. Before bed, Alex sat near the window, watching Ziri gaze at the stars above the city. So, you really are mine, huh? Alex asked softly. Yes, Ziri replied. Mine, in protection, observation, and respect. Our bond strengthens through learning. You will see how valuable your species can be. Alex smiled, feeling a spark of pride. Being claimed no longer felt strange or frightening. Instead, it felt like a promise, an opportunity to show courage, creativity, and human ingenuity in ways even an alien could recognize. And as the city lights shimmered and the stars blinked beyond the windows, Alex understood something important. Life with Ziri would be a journey of discovery, growth, and adventure. They could face challenges together, learn from each other, and perhaps even prove that humans, small, fragile, yet clever, could shine brightly in a universe full of wonders. As Alex finally lay down to sleep, Ziri remained near the window, a soft glow bathing the room. Their presence was calm, protective, and strangely reassuring. Alex drifted to sleep with a sense of excitement for tomorrow, another day of discovery, learning, and perhaps even small victories in the vast, strange city they now called home. The first full day with Ziri had passed. Alex had laughed, learned, and been amazed. They had begun to understand that being claimed was not about control. It was about trust, protection, and the beginning of a bond that could change everything. Tomorrow would bring more questions, more discoveries, and more opportunities to explore the strange, wonderful differences between human and alien life. But tonight, Alex slept peacefully, knowing that this was only the start of something extraordinary. The next morning, Alex woke to a strange sense of unease. The apartment, usually so calm with Ziri's soft glow, seemed quieter than usual. Even the city outside, with its hum of starships and alien life, felt muted. Alex rubbed their eyes and glanced at Ziri, who stood near the window, their golden eyes scanning the skyline with precision. Something's wrong, Ziri said quietly. I sense disturbance. Outside forces are approaching. Alex's stomach flipped. Disturbance? What do you mean? A group searches for me. They are not friendly. Your species cannot detect them yet, but they come with intent to capture or harm. Alex froze. Capture you? Harm you? Why? Ziri's glowing skin pulsed softly. I possess abilities they desire. They underestimate humans. You are valuable, but I must protect you. Alex swallowed hard. Protect me? Okay. I guess I'm in this too, huh? Ziri nodded. Yes. You will face this. Your instincts, creativity, and courage will be necessary. The rest of the morning passed in tense preparation. Ziri explained simple safety measures and ways to sense danger through subtle shifts in energy. Alex tried to absorb everything, their heart pounding, but also a strange thrill building. Life had just grown much bigger and more complicated. Bywar. Mid-afternoon, a shadow appeared in the hallway outside the apartment. Alex noticed it first. A figure moving with unnatural silence, scanning the doors. Ziri's skin shimmered in warning, and they moved silently to the door, hand extended. "They are close," Ziri whispered. "Prepare yourself. This will test your abilities." Alex nodded, gripping a simple tool for protection, even if it felt inadequate. "Ready as I'll ever be." The figure tried the door handle, but Ziri raised a hand, and an invisible energy barrier stopped the intruder. The figure recoiled in surprise and tried to force the door. Alex's pulse quickened. "Stay calm," Ziri said. "Observe. Adapt." Alex watched as Ziri's abilities became clear. They could manipulate energy fields to block the intruder's movements, create subtle illusions to confuse them, and move faster than the human eye could follow. Yet Alex noticed something else. Ziri relied on Alex's reactions too. When a panel in the hallway shifted, threatening to expose the apartment, Alex quickly jammed it back into place, saving Ziri from being distracted. "You think quickly," Ziri whispered, eyes glowing brighter. "Your species' ingenuity is necessary." The intruder paused, confused by the combined human-alien teamwork. Alex realized something important. Humans were underestimated not because they lacked skill, but because others didn't expect creativity under pressure. Alex took a deep breath. "Okay. Maybe we can do this. I just need to think not like a human alone, but like us." Ziri's glowing eyes softened. "Exactly. Observation, adaptation, intuition. We complement each other." The intruder made another move, attempting to bypass the energy barrier. Ziri reacted instantly, shifting the barrier and creating a flicker of light that disoriented them. Alex, noticing a pattern in the intruder's movements, quickly set a makeshift trap with nearby objects. The intruder tripped and stumbled, giving Ziri an opening. Within moments, the intruder had retreated down the hallway, defeated not by brute force but by clever coordination. Alex's chest heaved with adrenaline, and Ziri's glow softened in what Alex understood as approval. "You were remarkable," Ziri said quietly. "Your species is underestimated across the galaxy. Creativity under pressure is a rare quality. You have it in abundance." Alex laughed nervously, adrenaline still coursing. "Well, that was terrifying. But maybe I am better than I thought." Ziri tilted their head. "You are more than you know. Humanity has qualities other species cannot predict. Courage, intuition, imagination. These are powerful. Today you demonstrated them." For the rest of the day, Alex and Ziri reinforced the apartment's defenses. Ziri taught Alex subtle ways to sense energy shifts, small pulses in the air that could indicate approaching danger. Alex learned to combine their human intuition with Ziri's alien perception, forming a partnership that neither fully understood yet, but both trusted. That evening, as the city lights reflected off the shimmering walls, Alex sat with Ziri near the window, sipping a simple drink. "I can't believe how much just one intruder taught me about myself," Alex said. Ziri's eyes glowed softly. "It is a beginning. More will come. But you now understand your strength. Humans are underestimated because others do not see how you think, how you adapt, how you survive. You are clever in ways the universe rarely anticipates." Alex smiled, feeling both exhausted and exhilarated. "I guess being claimed isn't so bad. At least it comes with intense training." Ziri's glow pulsed with what Alex interpreted as amusement. "You will learn more. Tomorrow will bring new lessons. But today, you have shown courage, creativity, and adaptation. These are qualities even I admire." Alex leaned back, watching the city below. The stars were beginning to shine, twinkling between spaceships and distant buildings. The thought of what lay beyond the city made Alex's heart race. Danger, adventure, discovery, all waiting just beyond the window. "Do you ever worry?" Alex asked quietly. "About what comes next?" Ziri's head tilted slightly, Concern exists, but it does not control action. I observe, I adapt, I protect. You have demonstrated your worth. That reduces risk. Humans are clever. You can change outcomes in ways few anticipate. Alex nodded slowly, feeling a new sense of confidence. The first real danger had shown that humans, while small and seemingly fragile, had something unique to offer: creativity, intuition, and quick thinking under pressure. That night, Alex lay in bed, exhausted but awake with excitement. Ziri's presence was calming, and for the first time Alex felt a true sense of partnership. They were no longer alone in facing challenges. Together, human and alien could navigate the unknown, and outside the city continued its hum. Unaware of the partnership forming within the apartment, life was about to get much bigger, much more dangerous, and much more extraordinary than Alex had ever imagined. Tomorrow would bring new tests, new lessons, and perhaps more intruders. But Alex was ready. For the first time, they felt confident, not just in surviving, but in thriving. Being claimed by Ziri was no longer strange or frightening. It was the beginning of a journey that could show the universe what humans were truly capable of. As sleep finally came, Alex's last thought was simple but powerful. Maybe humans weren't just small and fragile. They were clever, adaptable, and capable of surprising even the most advanced species. And with Ziri by their side, there was no limit to what they could face together. The morning air felt tense, as if the city itself knew something was coming. Alex woke with a mixture of excitement and determination. Yesterday's encounter with the intruder had changed everything. They were no longer just a human living with an alien roommate. They were part of a team, and their unique abilities mattered. Ziri was already awake, standing by the window. Their golden eyes reflected the city below, scanning for threats. When Alex stretched and yawned, Ziri turned toward them. "Today the danger returns," they said calmly. "We must be ready. Your ingenuity will be essential." Alex felt a thrill of adrenaline. Right. Yesterday I helped. Maybe today I can do more. Ziri's glowing skin shifted to a soft blue. "You will. I have observed your abilities. Your thinking is creative and adaptable. Others underestimate it. We will use that advantage." They spent the morning preparing. Ziri moved silently through the apartment, creating subtle energy shields around doors and windows. Alex arranged simple traps and barriers using furniture, cables, and small devices they had learned to operate. "Remember," Ziri said, "your strength lies not in raw power but in your unpredictability. Humans can see solutions others do not. Today you will demonstrate this." Alex nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility but also a growing confidence. This was the first time they truly realized that being human in a universe full of advanced species was not a weakness. It could be a strength. By mid-afternoon, the intruders arrived. There were more than before, 5 figures moving silently, scanning the building with devices designed to detect alien energy. Alex's heart raced, but they stayed calm, relying on Ziri's guidance and their own instincts. "They do not expect human cleverness," Ziri whispered. "Use it." The first intruder reached the apartment door. Ziri raised a hand, creating a shimmering energy barrier. The intruder tried to force it open, but Alex had prepared a simple countermeasure, a small device that emitted a pulse, disrupting the intruder's equipment. The intruder staggered back, confused. Alex noticed a pattern in their movements, predicting the sequence of their next steps. With quick thinking, they moved furniture to block hallways, creating obstacles that Ziri could amplify with energy fields. "You anticipate," Ziri said, eyes glowing brighter. "Your species' ingenuity is powerful." Alex smiled despite the tension. "I told you humans have tricks." The intruders advanced cautiously, but Alex stayed one step ahead. Using small lights, reflections, and improvised alarms, they created illusions of movement and presence, making the intruders hesitate and falter. Each human decision, no matter how small, multiplied the effect of Ziri's alien abilities. Ziri moved with precision, cloaking parts of the apartment and projecting energy barriers. Alex's quick thinking turned simple objects into tools. Cables became tripwires. Chairs became barricades and reflective surfaces created disorienting flashes of light. Together, human intuition and alien power formed a combination that the intruders could not predict. One intruder managed to bypass a barrier, moving silently toward Ziri. Alex acted instinctively, grabbing a nearby panel and swinging it into place, creating a wall just in time. Ziri glanced at Alex, golden eyes shimmering. "Excellent. Your reflexes are unmatched. You are not just human. You are exceptional." Adrenaline surged through Alex as they realized the truth. Humans had been underestimated not because they were weak, but because others failed to see their creativity, courage, and adaptability. Every instinct, every clever thought, every moment of quick decision-making mattered. The intruders, frustrated and confused, attempted to regroup. But Alex and Ziri were ready. Alex guided Ziri through a series of improvised maneuvers, creating distractions and traps that amplified Ziri's energy abilities. The apartment became a maze of illusions, barriers, and clever tricks that the intruders could not navigate. Finally, the last intruder hesitated at the door, realizing they had been outsmarted. Ziri stepped forward, creating a soft pulse of energy that gently pushed the intruder back, signaling retreat. Alex watched in awe as the intruders disappeared, leaving the building in silence. Alex's chest heaved with exhaustion and exhilaration. "We did it," they whispered, hardly believing. Ziri's glow softened, almost like a smile. "Yes, you demonstrated what I have observed for some time. Humans are clever, adaptable, and courageous. You are underestimated because others fail to understand these qualities. Today, you proved them wrong." Alex laughed, relief flooding through them. "I guess being claimed wasn't so bad after all." Ziri tilted their head, eyes glimmering. "Claimed? Yes. But it is more than that. You are valuable. Your species is capable of ingenuity that can surpass expectations. You complement my abilities perfectly. Together, we are stronger than any adversary." For the rest of the evening, Alex and Ziri reinforced the apartment and discussed lessons learned. Ziri explained the patterns of the intruders, why they had failed, and how human intuition had made the difference. Alex realized that their unique perspective, the ability to improvise, to think unpredictably, and to act quickly, was something even advanced alien species could not fully anticipate. "I never thought I'd be this useful," Alex admitted, leaning back in a chair. "You are more than useful," Ziri replied. "You are remarkable. Courage, adaptability, creativity. These are qualities that make humans extraordinary. You do not see your own potential, but I do." Alex felt a warmth in their chest, a mixture of pride and determination. They had always believed humans were fragile, but now they understood something vital. Being human meant having the ability to think, feel, and act in ways that could change outcomes, even against forces that seemed unbeatable. As night fell, the city lights sparkled like distant stars. Alex and Ziri sat by the window, watching the quiet streets below. The danger had passed, but the experience had left a mark. Alex felt more confident, more aware of their abilities, and more connected to Ziri than ever before. "You know," Alex said quietly, "I think humans might actually have a chance in this universe. Maybe we're more than just fragile creatures." Ziri's golden eyes reflected the city lights. "You have already shown that. Today, you proved it. Your species is underestimated because others do not understand the power of ingenuity, courage, and adaptability. You are not weak. You are exceptional." Alex smiled, feeling a sense of purpose and pride. Being claimed by Ziri had been unexpected, even strange, but now it felt right. It was a partnership based on respect, trust, and the understanding that humans could contribute in ways no one had anticipated. For the first time, Alex realized that their life was not just about survival. It was about thriving, learning, and showing the universe what humans were capable of. And with Ziri by their side, there was no challenge too great, no danger too strong, and no mystery too complex. As Alex finally lay down to sleep, Ziri remained near the window, a soft glow bathing the apartment. Their presence was calm, protective, and reassuring. Alex drifted into a deep sleep, dreaming of the adventures ahead, confident in their abilities and the bond they shared with Ziri. Tomorrow would bring new opportunities, new discoveries, and perhaps more challenges. But Alex now knew that humans could shine brightly, even in a universe filled with wonders and dangers. And with Ziri as a guide and partner, the possibilities were endless. The first real danger had passed, but the journey was far from over. Alex and Ziri had proven that together, human ingenuity and alien power could overcome any obstacle. And, in that moment, Alex felt a sense of pride and excitement that would carry them through the days to come. The universe was vast, full of unknowns, but one thing was certain: humans were not to be underestimated. And Alex, standing at the beginning of this extraordinary adventure, knew that the best was yet to come. The city hummed with life as morning broke over the skyline. Starships streaked past high above, and alien merchants began their trade in the bustling streets below. Alex woke feeling a mix of excitement and purpose. Yesterday had tested their courage and ingenuity, but today promised something even more extraordinary: a chance to see the results of what they and Ziri had accomplished together. Ziri was already awake, standing by the window as always. Their golden eyes scanned the horizon, calm but alert. "Today the consequences of yesterday's actions will appear," Ziri said softly. "You have proven yourself. Now the universe will notice." Alex sat up, rubbing their eyes. "Notice? Us? Are you saying people are paying attention?" "Yes," Ziri replied. "Our adversaries underestimated your species. Your actions have shifted perception. Others will see humans differently now. Your ingenuity and courage have made a mark." Alex felt a rush of pride. They had always thought humans were small, fragile, and ordinary in a vast galaxy. But now, standing beside Ziri, they understood something crucial. Humans were underestimated not because they lacked power, but because others failed to recognize creativity, resilience, and courage as forms of strength. After breakfast, Alex and Ziri ventured out into the city. Their destination was a local interstellar council station, a place where disputes were resolved and intelligence from across the galaxy was shared. The council had become aware of the attempted capture of Ziri, and news of a human helping an alien to repel such a threat had spread quickly. As they approached the council station, Alex noticed whispers and curious glances. Alien species of all shapes and sizes studied them with interest. Some eyes reflected admiration, others surprise, but all recognized the unusual partnership that had successfully defended an advanced alien from would-be captors. Inside the council hall, representatives of dozens of species were gathered. Ziri moved confidently, though their golden eyes occasionally flicked toward Alex. "This is your stage as well," Ziri said softly. "Your courage and intellect have earned attention. Do not underestimate your own presence here." Alex nodded, swallowing nervously. The council members stared as Ziri recounted the events, emphasizing the unique collaboration between human and alien. Alex listened carefully, realizing that their role was as important as Ziri's. They had used intuition, quick thinking, and creativity to outsmart a group of dangerous adversaries, qualities that the universe rarely expected from humans. When it was Alex's turn to speak, they took a deep breath. "I didn't do it alone," Alex said, voice steady. "Ziri guided me, and I used what I knew as a human: quick thinking, creativity, and improvisation. Together, we overcame the threat. But the point is, humans can do more than anyone expects. We can adapt, create, and protect in ways that might surprise you." A murmur spread through the council chamber. Some species nodded, others whispered to each other. Alex felt a strange thrill. Humans had rarely been recognized in this way outside of Earth. Here, in the heart of the galaxy, they were proving their value. Ziri stepped forward, glowing softly. "Humans are underestimated across worlds. Alex has demonstrated the qualities I have observed for some time: courage, intuition, adaptability, and creativity. These qualities make humans capable of extraordinary feats. Today, Alex has shown the universe that humans are not to be overlooked. Council members leaned closer, listening intently. Alex realized the significance of this moment. It was not just about defending Ziri, but about showing the galaxy that humanity had something unique to offer. After the council meeting, Alex and Ziri returned to their apartment. The streets were calm again, though occasional curious glances followed them. Alex finally felt a sense of belonging, not just with Ziri but with the universe itself. Humans might be small, but they had strengths that even advanced species could not predict. "I never imagined humans would be recognized like this," Alex said quietly as they watched the city lights reflect on Ziri's glowing skin. Ziri tilted their head, their gaze soft. "You underestimate yourselves. Courage, creativity, intuition, these are strengths your species possesses in abundance. Today, you proved it, and this is only the beginning. The universe will continue to notice humans, and we will continue to show our value together." Alex smiled, feeling a warmth spread through their chest. "Being claimed by you, it feels different now. Not frightening, not strange. It feels right. Like we're partners, not just roommates." Ziri's glow pulsed gently. "Yes, partnership, mutual respect, observation and protection. Our bond strengthens daily, and through it, humans will demonstrate their capabilities across the galaxy." Days passed, and life settled into a new rhythm. Alex and Ziri trained together, exploring the city, learning more about each other, and preparing for challenges they both knew would come. Every task became an opportunity to test human ingenuity and alien abilities side by side. Alex discovered new ways to think creatively under pressure, while Ziri refined their skills to complement human intuition. One evening, as they sat together, near the window, Alex asked, "Do you think humans really can make a difference in the galaxy?" Ziri's golden eyes glimmered. "Already they have. But humans often fail to see their own potential. You underestimate your abilities. Your species survives, adapts, and innovates in ways others cannot predict. That is power. That is strength." Alex nodded slowly, understanding. Humans were fragile in body but strong in mind, heart, and spirit. They could adapt to new situations, solve problems creatively, and rise to challenges others might fear. These qualities had saved Ziri and had earned respect across the Interstellar Council. "Then let's keep showing them," Alex said, determination bright in their eyes. "Humans deserve to be noticed." Ziri's glow brightened, almost like a smile. "We will. Together, we will explore, protect, and demonstrate the strengths of humanity. And in doing so, you will learn more about yourselves than you ever imagined." Months passed, and the partnership between human and alien grew stronger. They traveled to distant cities, helped species in need, and faced challenges that tested both skill and courage. Everywhere they went, Alex's human ingenuity and Ziri's alien abilities proved a formidable combination. Other species began to look at humans differently, not as fragile creatures, but as clever, resourceful, and adaptable beings capable of extraordinary feats. Back in their apartment, life had a quiet rhythm. Simple tasks, meals, and conversations continued, but each day was layered with small lessons, discoveries, and shared experiences. Alex realized that being claimed by Ziri had been the start of an adventure far greater than anything they had imagined. One evening, as they sat together watching the stars, Alex spoke quietly. "I guess being claimed was the best thing that ever happened to me." Ziri tilted their head, golden eyes warm. "And for me, the best discovery was observing and learning from your species. Humans have potential beyond what many perceive. You are remarkable, Alex, and you are only the beginning." Alex smiled, feeling a sense of pride, purpose, and belonging. The universe was vast, full of mysteries and challenges, but humans were not small, weak, or unimportant. They were clever, adaptable, and courageous, capable of rising to any occasion. Together, Human and alien looked out over the city, lights twinkling like stars in the distance. They had faced danger, proven themselves, and learned that strength came in many forms, not just physical but mental, emotional, and creative. And as night fell, Alex felt a deep sense of hope. The journey ahead was uncertain, filled with challenges and wonders, but they were ready. With Ziri as a guide, partner, and friend, humans would continue to shine brightly in the galaxy, showing that even the most underestimated species could leave a mark on the universe. The adventure was only beginning, but one thing was certain. Humanity had proven itself, and Alex was at the heart of this extraordinary story. Together, they would face the cosmos, confident in their abilities, proud of who they were, and ready for whatever came next. The stars above reflected in Ziri's glowing skin and in Alex's eyes. They both understood that this was not just survival, it was legacy, discovery, and the start of an unbreakable partnership. And so, life continued, filled with wonder, courage, and the knowledge that humans could be extraordinary in ways even the universe had not yet imagined.